Hey beautiful, I hope you are well. I'm making this video because a little birdie told me that you are wondering what self-love is and you're kind of starting to become really offended by it and becoming a bit discouraged. And I really don't want that for you because you're so amazing and you deserve to love yourself. This is not a punishment. This is not by some type of consequence that you're receiving for a mistake you made a long time ago. This is just literally so important for your life. And I know that you're dreading this season, but it's so crucial for you and I want to share with you in this video how I'm defining self-love for myself and how going by my own definition has saved my life, okay? And it has not been long since I discovered this, but it's so important to me and I'm enjoying it so much that I have to share it. And then I'll also be challenging you to start loving yourself, to define your definition of self-love, as well as create a list to have a self-love summer. So let's get into it, girl. Okay, so self-love, let's get into it. What is this? Why is everyone saying I need to do this? Why can't I just go love somebody else? Why can't somebody love me back already, right? That has been the hardest thing for me. I have avoided my self-love journey unintentionally because I just want to give love and receive it back. I want to seek it out in other people and other places and other things, not realizing that the greatest love I'll ever receive is from myself. And how I love myself is how I will love and communicate with others, and it's how they'll pour back into me, or lack thereof, right? I think we've all been in situations that leave us feeling so depleted, so lonely, so empty, so vulnerable and raw in such an awful way, and we feel like we have nobody to turn to. And I think I've realized for me, in those darkest moments I've had, is I was supposed to turn to myself. I wasn't supposed to go back to the relationship. I wasn't supposed to stay at the job that was giving me anxiety and depression. I wasn't supposed to keep trying to drill into other people's head what I need, because I wasn't needing it from them. I was needing it from myself. So my definition of self-love now is really self-awareness. It's really me knowing who I am, what I stand for, my morals, like I cannot stress enough. And I think that I looked at, well, morals, like, don't you see me? Like, I'm a classy person. Like, what do you mean I don't have morals? But morals is your moral compass. It's your mind. It's who you are. It's what you stand for and what you absolutely will not stand for. I've never really allowed myself to stand up for me in a lot of situations, not in a firm way. You know, I kind of will say, well, you can't do that. You can't talk to me like that. And then before I know it, I've been forgiving somebody 1,000,001 times for something that truly is hurting my feelings. So my definition of self-love is really knowing myself. It's knowing exactly who I am. So I'm challenging you today to take a moment to figure out who you are and to not be discouraged if you feel like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what you're asking me to do, Bree. So don't be discouraged. Don't be intimidated by this. I think self-love is also incredibly intimidating. A lot of us just don't understand it. We see it on Instagram feeds. Okay, it's a hashtag, it's many things. We see self-care, you know, we all understand self-care. People treat ourselves quickly, but we don't truly understand what self-love is. So I want to encourage you to, before we go any further into this, I want you to pause this video. I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pencil, a marker, glittery, whatever it may be, or even write it down on your phone, because that's how I did it, right? Write down right now 10 things that you want to do in the next couple months, just over the summer. We are going to have a self-love summer. Write down 10 things that you want to do. I want you to try to make these things realistic. I don't want you to limit yourself or shrink your goals, but I want you to make these things that are affordable, things that you could get up and do tomorrow, things that you can start right away, okay? So write down 10 things, whatever immediately comes to your heart and mind, write it down, okay? So go ahead, I'm gonna give you a moment. Okay, girl, are you done? If you're not, please finish. We'll come back, okay? If you are finished with that list, I want you to look at it. I want you to start believing in it right now. And I want you to then decide what you can do tomorrow. If you're watching this in the beginning of the day, what can you do later on today, okay? What can you already start on this self-love summer that we're gonna have? Because the weather is too nice, you look too good, your hair looks amazing, your skin is glowing, and I need you to know that. I need you to respect that. I need you to have confidence in that. I need you to stop waiting for somebody to tell you that, and I need you to stop waiting for somebody to just take it all in. You need to take it all in, okay? So the reason I had you write that list is because we want to manifest who we're truly meant to be, all right? And through doing things that are on our heart to do, when we do what we're led to do, what we're supposed to do, that leads us closer to knowing ourselves. So to love ourselves is to know ourselves, and to know ourselves is to know what we need, what we want, what we will not accept, okay? So again, the biggest piece of self-love for me is I avoided it, not even on purpose, but I avoided it because it was offensive to me. Like, what do you mean, Brie, you need to love yourself? I do. Like, what are you talking about? So the biggest thing for me was just determining, like, not by other people's definition, but my own. The biggest thing for me was deciding, well, maybe I had to really be honest with myself and say there may be some areas where I'm not loving myself as much as I should. And it doesn't mean you hate yourself. It doesn't mean that there's like a absence of something, like you're lacking and like incapable. It means that there's an area where you are failing to protect yourself. There's an area where, like I've mentioned before, somebody is mistreating you. There's an area where you are settling in a way that you know every day you get up and do that thing that you're settling for, it drives you crazy, okay? So I wanted you to make that list no matter what it may be. You could have wrote down 10 clothing items that you want. You know, maybe you don't treat yourself to quality clothes. You could have wrote down 10 activities. But I wrote a list, you guys, in May of 2021. Let me show it to you. So I'm gonna pull it up for you guys because I made it in my phone. Let's see. And I've added things to it now, but I started it in May of 2021. I was in a very hectic relationship that was on and off, on and off, on and off. And so I eventually ended up getting back into the relationship, but I never even started attempting to do things on this list. And a lot of these things are not far-fetched, okay? But there is something about writing down what I knew, what I felt led to do for myself, whether it be small or big, whether it be free or expensive. Something about that set the tone for other people loving me. It set the tone for, okay, Brie, if we do go back to Paris, can that person come with us? It set the tone for, if we do wear that dress, is that person going to take us somewhere that is worthy of seeing that dress? You know, so it's not about just making this list of stuff, right? It's about truly what is on your heart. What do you connect with most? Make that list, okay? If you haven't already, I totally understand if you haven't. So on my list last May of 2021, I said I want to go on a solo trip. I want to travel to new places. I want to visit my friends who live in other places. I want to go on movie dates. I want to take a pasta class. I'm actually really excited for that. I'm going to do my best to do that this summer. I want to have weekly workouts and start getting in shape. I just started that a couple weeks ago. I want to make new friends. I have been making new friends, y'all, for the last few months. Like, your girl has plans every weekend. And this is crazy because if you know me, I'm very much a homebody, but I don't want to be a homebody. I have cried real life tears to my family and the friends I do have about wanting to make friends in town. So I'm so happy about that. Calling my friends more, still need to work on that. Growing in my businesses consistently. So doing things like this more often. I want to encourage other people. I gotta use my voicemail more, I know that. Grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, I never had, okay? Visiting the farmer's market. I have very briefly. I want to go to a farmer's market one Saturday morning completely by myself, get whatever I want, take as long as I want, speak to as many people as I want, and take it all in. So, like I said, these are not super like deep, crazy things, but I was with someone that literally none of this stuff I could call them and say, let's do. None of it. I mean, you would think that I was pulling teeth, okay? Stop, ladies. Let me tell you something. Stop dealing with people who don't know how to deal with you. They don't know how to take you. They're really envious because you're a woman that's so incredible, okay? And they may not know it. It may not even be a conscious effort, but they are envious. And because of that, they're going to keep doing things that make you question who you are. Until the point you're low enough to where, all right, now you're on my level and I can deal with you. Okay? So don't do that. But again, to love ourselves is to know ourselves. So when we know ourselves, we're going to truly manifest who we're meant to be. So take a moment and write down 10 things that you really want to do for this summer. And let's have a self-love summer. It's too nice. It's too nice. I need you to get up. I need you to take a shower, exfoliate, okay? Sugar scrubs are amazing. Exfoliate, shave, and I don't say shave in a misogynistic way because if you like hair on your legs, you like hair on your legs, but exfoliate your skin, do something for yourself, Put on whatever makeup you like, put on whatever perfume you like, whatever clothes you like. I'm a boho chic queen. You don't have to get dressed like that. But whatever makes you feel great and comfortable in your skin, start doing that every single day. Start wearing that stuff to bed, okay? So I'm really, really excited, not only for myself, but excited for you, because if you clicked on this video wondering what self-love is, wondering how can I start a self-love summer, then hey, you're one step closer, and you clicked on it for a reason. So I hope and pray that this encourages you, that this really just enlightens your day. Sometimes when we click on things like this, we're really discouraged, and we click on it because it's like, wow, this is totally my situation, this totally makes sense. And so I hope that if that was you, that this did something for you. If you're just tuning in to tune in, I appreciate that regardless. But let's have a self-love summer, okay? Let's manifest who we are meant to be. Everybody was made with purpose and value. And I think that what's so awesome about starting a self-love journey for yourself and sticking to it is that you are discovering what that is. You become more and more comfortable and confident in the fact that I do have a purpose. Like, I am an amazing person. I am worthy of this. This does make sense for my life. Yes, you become more comfortable, and the more comfortable you are within yourself, the more you're gonna love yourself and know yourself, and you're not gonna go for certain things anymore. So I think that a lot of us arrive to the self-love journey very late. I'm 26 years old. I've never intentionally loved myself. And it's not that I've hated myself in place of that, but I just have been kind of out figuring things out as I go. And I think that that's always going to be life, right? But I think that the biggest part and the biggest issue with me not being intentional about it is that it really has put me in some uncomfortable situations. It really has made me question myself, and it's made me go wandering in all the wrong places. So we got to love ourselves, okay? We have to try to define that. So define self-love by your definition. It's not something you can Google. It's not something you can ask a friend. You can't ask your friend what her list is. You guys can share it with each other, please, but don't try to copy other people, okay? And I think that we assume copying is like something people do with an outfit or something. There are people who may try to seek their purpose in someone else's purpose, and literally everyone's different. Your footprint is different than mine. We may have the same size shoe, and we may buy the same pairs of shoes, and they may not fit the same. It may not look the same. When we step in sand or mud or on the ground, it's not going to look like the other person's for a reason, because you're that unique. So don't be discouraged. If you don't know what self-love is, I promise you're going to know by the end of this summer by doing things that are by your standard and definition, okay? So self-love is for you. Self-love is for everybody, and love is for everybody. You already have so much love within you to give to yourself. Like, I promise you, I know you're ready to love. Trust me, I want to be loved. I'm ready for my husband to come find me right now. Like, I hope that he's getting the house built right now, okay? I get it, but please don't let yourself fall by the wayside in the meantime. Don't settle in the meantime because you see this long goal and don't know how to get there. Love yourself. Love yourself. Like, you literally have everything you need within yourself right now. You don't have to have longer hair. You don't have to have looser curls. You don't have to have lighter skin. You don't have to be prettier by anybody's definition. You're already beautiful inside out. So please take some time this summer to discover that and know it's well within your heart. Know I love myself, and I deserve an incredible love from everybody and everything around me. I deserve so many beautiful things. So again, when we love ourselves, we know ourselves. When we know ourselves, we manifest who we're meant to be. That job, that person, that place, that opportunity, we just attract all the right things. But when we don't intentionally love ourselves, when we haven't set standards, when our moral compass is off balance, girl, you accept anything, okay? So this summer, we're not accepting anything. We're not. If you feel like you want somebody to approach you in a certain way and they're not, don't entertain it. Literally, don't go out your way to talk to someone who every time you interact with them, you are thrown off. You feel bad. Why? When you reached out to them first, okay? And it's not even about being petty, like, well, I said something first last time, but we know good and well what and who is for us, and we'll keep going. We'll keep trying things that are hurtful or confuse us or just throw us off our game, because in the meantime that feels better than being by myself. In the meantime, that feels better than I really don't know what I'm doing and I have to take a step away from everything and everybody to discover who I am and what I'm supposed to do. So again, let's have a self-love summer. I'm so excited for you and I'm so proud of you. If nobody has told you lately, I'm proud of you. It's not about your status, your money, your job, none of that. I'm just proud of you for being who you are and doing that authentically. Loving ourselves and knowing ourselves and manifesting who we're meant to be means living an authentic life. I want you to live an authentic life. So please, let's love ourselves. Let's know ourselves. Let's stick to our morals. Let's manifest who we're meant to be and have a self-love summer. So today I challenge you to start a self-love summer. I challenge you to hold yourself and those around you to a healthier, happier standard so that that can be your norm. I understand that when you have never done something intentionally, you don't know what you're doing. So it's not your norm. It's not a normal thing to say, I'm gonna start loving myself every day. And I think a good reminder here too is self-love does not mean showing up perfect every day. Showing up for yourself, as I said in my last YouTube video, means showing up every day. So I feel beautiful today. I feel great today, but tomorrow I may not have that same confidence, but I still have to hold myself to that standard. If a man that doesn't make sense for my life comes to me tomorrow while I'm feeling not that cute, that means I still can't give in. Just because he's giving me attention doesn't mean I need it. If that means tomorrow I'm really tired when I get up for work, I still have to go to work. I still have to get my work done. If that means that a friend may need my help and I may feel like the advice I'm giving her, I need more. I still need to show up for her. Showing up is simply showing up every day. Be present every day with yourself, no matter how you feel. That is what I've learned is going to help you love yourself and know yourself. So the more we do this, the more it'll be normal, the more it will be our standard. So today I challenge you to have a self-love summer, a summer of new habits, a summer of trying new things, seeing new places, meeting new people, a summer of holding yourself and those around you to a healthier, happy standard so that can be your norm, okay? So I'm so excited for you. I am so thrilled that you even checked this out and are interested in loving yourself more. And let's get to it, girl, okay? Cheers to a self-love summer.